I scroll through my social media, it is a common occurrence to see people liking, commenting, and tweeting and retweeting other people's things. I myself like, comment, and retweet other people's stuff all the time. When I post something, I'm hoping to get a like or two, or maybe some comments, and if I tweet something, a retweet. When teens post on social media, it is often for validation. In other words, they post with the hope or expectation that people will agree with them, think it's funny, or just genuinely like it. So, hello, I'm Caitlin Schultman, and today I will be discussing how likes are affecting our self-esteem. An American writer, Dave Eggers' novel, The Circle, protagonist MAH09980 came up with this voting system where one question was, in one of the test rounds of it, is MAH09980 awesome or what? The responses were 97% smiles and 3% frowns. From this, May was really paranoid that 3% of the people gave her frowns. So she went around campus or paranoid and anxious, wondering who the 3% was that gave her frowns. The lack of knowing harmed May's self-esteem. She hated that 100% of the people didn't give her smiles. She wanted the validation from the other circlers. According to Sephora Digital Marketing, a group from Cornell University, in the average 24-hour day, both the share and like button are pressed approximately 10 million times. So each and every day, people are liking and commenting and receiving and giving each other's opinions. In fact, Dr. Gwendolyn Seidman, a professor at Albright College, states in her article, "Do Facebook likes affect psychological well-being?" that in a survey of Facebook users, 44% of them said that they like and comment on their friends' posts daily. The survey also found that 29% of women said that the main reason, if not the only reason that they use social media is because they receive validation, likes, and support from other people on that social media site. And then 16% of men also agreed with this, saying that they used social media for the likes and support that they received. And then overall, 16% of the users, men and women, said that the reason they post on social media, or the main reason they use social media, is because of the likes that they receive. And although these percentages may seem small, each and every day they're growing higher and higher. This survey was done a couple years ago, and now today I'm sure the percentages have grown, and I'm sure 5 years from now they'll grow even more. From these statistics, it is pretty clear that people are using social media as a form of validation or being accepted. So does this validation really make users feel good? Well, research clearly shows a correlation between the two, likes and mood. So today I'm going to be looking at how these likes are affecting our mood and what the cause of this might be. So first of all, who is it that's seeking this validation? Well, teens, and more specifically teens with low self-esteem, are seeking this validation. Seidman stated that those with low self-esteem are more susceptible to the effects of social media feedback. Therefore, if they receive good feedback, they're more likely to feel good, and if they receive bad feedback, they're more likely to feel bad about themselves. So since they have low self-esteem, they are more likely to accept and want the social media feedback. And this can only make things worse for the people with low self-esteem, since if they don't get the good feedback that they want, they're more likely to feel sad and unwanted. According to new research, however, social media feedback and low self-esteem aren't the only things to look at when examining our responses to social media. A third component of this is one's purpose, or how they perceive themselves before any outside sources, such as social media, are involved. To better prove this, Seidman referred to a survey where people were asked to assess their self-worth. Researchers then concluded that those that indicated that they had a great deal of purpose showed no relationship with Facebook or low self-esteem, but those that lacked purpose showed more of a relationship with Facebook and had low self-esteem. In other words, people who had a sense of self before using social media were better off than those who lacked it. In a study conducted by Anthony Burrow, a professor at Cornell University, and Nicolette Raynone, a doctoral student at Baruch College, said that they did this study where they presented a new social media to a group of participants, and these participants then posted a picture, and after 5 minutes, they came back and told the participants how many likes the picture had received. And based on their reactions, it was clear to see that the less likes that they received on their picture, the less pleased they were, and vice versa. participants then took a survey, and the survey then revealed that the group that showed a low purpose and a low self-esteem were affected more by the number of likes than the people with a higher purpose. The study is a clear indicator that when it comes to our self-worth, purpose, and the likes that we receive on social media, they all have an effect on our self-esteem. In closing, people with little to no self-esteem are more susceptible to the effects of social media. By having no sense of purpose when using social media, it is inevitable that what happens on it will affect them. People with low self-esteem look for validation in social media, and if they don't get it, they feel sad and more lonely. They feel more sad and more lonely, which enables them to continue this vicious cycle. Since research shows that people with high initial purpose are less affected by social media likes, it is clear something needs to be done in order to help these teens with a lower sense of purpose so that they don't keep going back to the social media to receive that validation that they may receive or they may not receive. So therefore, I propose that we teens and young adults step back, log out, and set down our phones so that we might regain and learn our self-worth.